Plaintiff Donna Mills says her daughter was friends with the defendant's daughter, and after both young ladies took the defendant's credit card and made purchases, the defendant only had her daughter taken out of school and arrested. Donna is suing for personal property and emotional distress. Defendant Rhonda McLean says she took Donna's daughter in despite the fact that she was promiscuous and had a history of drug use. Rhonda insists Donna's daughter acted alone when she stole the credit card, and Donna just needs to accept that she's a convicted felon. Rhonda is countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Okay, first of all, the defendant's daughter and my daughter were friends going to school. Sometimes she would spend the night at the defendant's house. And that time, the defendant's daughter told my daughter where a credit card was. They purchased a lot of stuff online, which was the merchandise was sent to my house, and I turned it back over to the police department. Before that, she illegally took my daughter out of school, saying she had a doctor's appointment, took her to the police station, had her arrested for credit card fraud. Her daughter told my daughter where the credit card was, which I believe that her daughter should have been just as well as guilty as my daughter. My daughter went to court.
Did you tell the prosecutor that?
Yes, sir.
What did the prosecutor say?
They never done anything about it. Okay. She went to court. She pleaded guilty. She's paying $445 to the defendant in restitution charges, 3 years probation. My daughter and her daughter is friends. They're children, Your Honor. And we are the parents. How old is your daughter? She's 18. Well, she just turned 19, sorry. She's 19.
No, I got news for you. She's not a child.
Well,
by law, she's a
yes, sir.
adult.
I understand that. Right now, she's incarcerated for another charge, Your Honor.
In juvenile?
No, sir.
Told you she was an adult. Go ahead.
But her daughter told my daughter where a credit card was. They purchased a lot of stuff online.
Ma'am, you should have told the prosecutor all that. All right. Well, I can't help you.
Okay.
Case is over. I can't prosecute her because they were in on it together. That was the job of the prosecutor and the judge in the criminal case. This is a small claims court.
Yes, the defendant's daughter is going around calling my daughter names, and my daughter had to change schools on account of that. She destroyed my daughter's computer by running it over with her car and destroying her property, which I had to replace.
Ma'am, you're acting like you have some animosity, so much animosity toward this young lady. Your daughter is the convicted thief. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me?
This is frivolous crap, and you're a liar. Her daughter... I'm sorry. We took care of her daughter. She was a senior in high school. She's already behind. She was 19 years old at the time she came to stay with us. She was already an adult, and I was trying to help her out. She's promiscuous. She'd been on drugs in the past, and she wanted a stable place, and she didn't want to have to bounce around. Out of the goodness of our heart, we took her in. We fed her. We clothed her. Took her to the movies. Bought her feminine products.
Nobody told you to.
Condoms.
Nobody told you to.
No, your daughter came and asked me because you weren't being the mother you should have been.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. But anyway, she was being promiscuous, and we even bought her condoms, and I had that whole conversation. She had 2 pregnancy scares while she was with us. Now, the credit card was in, my daughter didn't know where it was because I travel, and we keep it there for emergencies. Her daughter apparently plunged through my stuff and went through our drawers and found it. Everything was ordered in her name. She was found guilty, okay? She is a convicted felon. She is a criminal, okay? Deal with it.
But your daughter is the one that showed her where the credit card was and purchased stuff online and had to ship to my house.
And I don't know this computer they're talking about. When they came to get her stuff, we gave them all the purchase. She started talking about a computer at that time, and we have never seen it. She used my daughter's computer to do all this.
That's what you're suing for, a computer?
Computer, school supplies,
which we bought her.
Quiet, ma'am.
A social security card, and emotional financial
describe to me how she owes.
When the defendant kicked my daughter out, they tried to retrieve her property by the police department. They went over to get her.
They as in whom?
The police went with my daughter, and half her stuff was missing, which was a computer, a social security card, school supplies, and clothes. And it has put a financial emotion distress on the family, because we've had to replace everything that has been lost.
And do you have anything from the police or anyone else saying that that was the case?
All I have is a statement from my husband saying he paid for it.
Okay. Ma'am, what do you want to tell me?
I would not allow the girl back in my house. It was later that same day when I found all this out. My blood was boiling. There was no way in hell I was letting that thief back in my house.
So what happened?
So my daughter, who I brought as a witness, packed everything she had. The girl even had her own room
packed
at my
everything
house.
That her daughter had staying
Right. She had her own room, and she had drawers of stuff that in it. She had stuff in the bathroom. My daughter and her boyfriend packed it all up. There was like 3 garbage bags worth of stuff. We took it out there and put it on the porch for them, for the police and her. And at that time, they started talking about a computer. That's all they mentioned. We've never seen a computer. She used my daughter's computer to do all these transactions. Never seen a computer. I don't think they can afford a computer, and that's what this is all about. They're trying to take advantage of someone that's been nice to them.
$1,000 you want for a computer. What else?
$400 for school books and material, $200 for clothes, $1,000 for the computer, and $10 for the Social Security card.
And did you get anything from outside, or your daughter get anything that was set outside the door?
Just some clothes and just some personal items.
I wouldn't have kept, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I wouldn't have kept that. They're not even the same size. I wouldn't do anything with her clothes. Why would I give her some of the clothes and not all of her clothes? Her CDs and all her personal items that were in the bathroom, everything that was there was in there. We don't have any of her stuff. I don't want any of her stuff in my house. That's bad karma.
She's 19.
I got news for you. She's not a child.
Well, her
by
mind,
law, she's a
yes, sir.
adult.
I understand that. Right now, she's incarcerated for another charge, Your Honor.
In juvenile?
No, sir.
Told you she was an adult.
Defendant Rhonda McLean says she took the plaintiff's daughter in despite the fact that she was a promiscuous drug user. But the plaintiff's daughter repaid her by stealing her credit card.
When did you all purchase the computer?
It's been a while. This happened in January. My husband just purchased the computer. He told me here when I was getting the stuff together for the courts that he lost the receipt.
Okay.
I'm also suing for emotional distress. Financially, my husband has been in and out of the hospital due to this emotional stress on the family.
What did they do to your husband?
Well, it's just put a lot of strain on my husband financially and emotionally.
How did they cause strain to your husband by being ripped off by your daughter? I'm missing something. Your daughter ripped them off, went to jail for it, and you want to sue her, the victim.
But her daughter is the one that showed her where everything was because the merchandise was sent to my house.
Okay, so because you believe that her daughter said, look at that credit card, that you should get emotional distress. That's all you even say she did. Is they said, look at it. Or there it is. You don't even allege that the young lady said, get that card and go buy some stuff.
Yeah, because they purchased it
That ain't
online
what you
together.
said. You said she showed her where
He showed
it was.
her where it was, and they went online, purchased the stuff, had it shipped to my house.
Don't yell at me. I'm not her. Don't yell at me.
Sorry.
All right. And you have no other evidence, ma'am?
No, sir.
No evidence that there was a computer. Why do you think she's doing this, bringing you to court?
To be honest, I think it's just trying to take advantage of someone that was good. That's the only thing I can come up with. I have been racking my brain. Why would you do this when I took in your daughter and I took care of her and gave her play? Never asked you for a penny, and we spent a fortune while she was there. Okay?
We didn't ask you to. You could have thrown her out anytime.
And I did when I found out she was stealing. And now you're bringing me to court. You would have done it sooner. I was trying to help the girl, okay? She told me, she sat down and begged me, can I please stay here? I don't want to have to change schools. I want to finish school.
But now
and I did.
Okay, let me ask, hold on, ma'am. Let me ask the amount of the loss you suffered.
It was almost $1,000, but the stuff that they ordered come up to like $400 and something the document. I don't know the exact amount. The documents are there. I never even asked for anything. I was given restitution and didn't even know about that until I went to get this for you guys.
Young lady, you want to speak? This your daughter that was
yes,
involved?
Yes, this is my daughter. She was friends. She wasn't involved.
I thought I got you.
Yeah, no.
State your name.
Cherokee.
What do you want to tell me about this, particularly about the computer? Did you ever see a computer?
I've never seen a computer. She's talked about having a computer, but she said her boyfriend had punched it and it broke the screen. Therefore, if she had a computer, why is she sitting there using my computer to make transactions? And if I was involved with it, don't you think
Talk to me, ma'am.
If I was involved with it, don't you think that I would have ordered some stuff for myself too?
Good point.
Which I didn't.
Her story sounds convincing about the computer. What is the emotional distress you want? $3,000.
I want the originally I didn't ask for anything.
For being ripped off?
Yeah, I'm being ripped off. But the fact is, I can't believe that someone would do this when you're trying to help them. I was once homeless, and if somebody hadn't helped me, I wouldn't have been able to better myself, and that was the only reason I did it. I continuously do it. I've helped a lot of kids in the neighborhood. I've got 2 living with me now that I'm helping. And I can't believe that when you help somebody, not only you're going to steal from them, not only you're going to lie from them, you're going to further damage them and their reputation by trying to take them to court. My daughter has been ostracized because your daughter went around saying she was lying when she got bailed out and that I'm a that threw her out on the street. And I never did that. I had to make her leave because she stole from me. So
How many people know about this?
All of her friends. Everybody. I mean, all her friends that went to school know now.
No, who thinks that you threw her out?
We live in a small town.
Young lady, stand up. Tell me about this. Did someone, your friends, think that your mom threw her out for no reason or something?
Yes, that's what they were all saying because her daughter had said all that. And then when they found out the real
What did she do,
truth,
though, to cause you emotional distress?
Bringing me to court. I'm having to, we're the time invested
Okay,
in
now I
this.
think you might be able to sue the daughter. If the daughter did as your daughter says, went and spread all this stuff around and thereby hurt your reputation, that's what I hear you saying, is that her daughter hurt your reputation. So you have to go after the daughter. All right, bringing you to court does not in and of itself equal emotional distress. So
the embarrassment of having me served, you know, when you get the sheriff showing up at your house, people automatically assume you got a warrant on you.
No, they could think that you're coming to get rescued.
Yeah, no, you usually get,
All right.
we live, okay?
I'm going to dismiss both your claims. Emotional distress, I'm not going to grant you. I'm not convinced by your testimony. Have a good day. Case is dismissed.
You need to go take care of your daughter is what you need to do. Just leave me the hell alone, okay?
Well, I'm not bothering you no more, neither is she, so you don't have to worry about it.
But you need help. You really do. Because if somebody helps you, you don't go around and do this. Let's say for the sake of argument.
Let me put it this way. She's a child. My daughter is
not a child.
she's got to be 20 years old.
Well, in the mind, she is a child, and you're a child.
Psychological
She is getting help right now.
Well, you need to get it for you too, dear.
Well, you
Okay, anyway,
you
we're
got
done.
temper.
Yeah.
And you need to calm your temper down.